Hello everyone, Dr. Jeff Galini here, and welcome to another episode of Ask the Scientist. This show is about busting myths, bringing you the truth. You know, this last year and a half, really I guess last year, has been very difficult on thousands, millions of people. You know, the stress of losing jobs, being laid off, just the pandemic in general. We've seen an increase in doctors prescribing antidepressant drugs. You know, people are depressed. Doctors have written more scripts for these, I think, than they've done in their lifetime. That's a fact. You know, are these drugs beneficial? Yes, if your doctor prescribes them. But I never recommend, first of all, I'm not a medical doctor, so I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm just giving you research and advice based on what I've read in research. So again, I want to just throw that out there. But really, what I was going to say is you don't want to, borrow something from your friend or, get it off the black market. If it is not prescribed by a doctor, you never, ever, ever put anything in your mouth. You never take a pill that anyone has given you or you pick up, from some shady character, somewhere. But what I want to talk to you about is people have asked, I really want to get off these antidepressants. Can I just stop cold turkey? Some will say, well, I did that with smoking or I did that with coffee or caffeine. First of all, if your doctor does not recommend that you go off that antidepressant, you do not go off it. Dangerous. I hate to use the word, stupid, but don't be ridiculous. Doctors are professionals. If they prescribe that medication, there's a reason. You went in there with a problem and they now fixed the problem. You think you're back to normal, but you're not. It is the medication that is helping keep you calm, keeping your anxiety levels down. So again, you never just stop. Now, if you have a conversation with your medical practitioner and he's going to recommend that lower the dose or maybe start to wean you off because the stress in your life has disappeared, again, that's up to your doctor. I just want to give you some facts on, what could happen if you suddenly just stop your medication. Now, there are a lot of different types of medications. I'm not going to go into the different types. I'm going to just give you some general things that I found that you could experience. First of all, most of these medications increase serotonin levels in the brain. Serotonin is a hormone that stabilizes and basically gives you that feeling of well-being and happiness. That's what counteracts people who are depressed or anxious. We need to kind of mellow your brain out from taking you there. Now, here are some things that if you were to just stop, things like, SSRIs, you could get flu-like symptoms such as headache, nausea, muscle ache, chills, stomach cramps. You could get what they call electric shock or brain zaps. You feel this sharp tingling sensation in the brain. Vertigo, which is, being dizzy all the time, lightheaded. Problems walking, movements, ringing of the ears, aggressiveness, irritability, confusion, sweating, feelings of sadness, excessive anxiety, panic attacks, uncontrollable crying. And the list goes on and on and on. Low blood pressure, restlessness, being unable to sleep, insomnia, difficulty thinking, problems moving, odd dreams, unstableness. Again, man, not good. Could it lead to death? Absolutely. If you get to the point where you are so aggressive that you do something stupid, or you have so much anxiety that, I know a lot of these medications, they say, if you're feeling thoughts of suicidal, but, I couldn't imagine that you wouldn't be all of a sudden, being hammered with, amplified feelings that were worse than when you started. So again, never, ever just decide to go off your medication. If your doctor recommends it, I can guarantee that they're going to wean you off slowly, because these side effects could happen immediately. They could take about 5 days, but they could go on for months or even years. So it's not like, okay, I'll just go cold turkey and I'll deal with it for a week and then I'm done. No, this could be a long-term thing. So again, I hope I've gotten my point across, that you never ever want to stop your medication without your doctor being involved and doing it properly. So again, that you avoid all of these consequences that could happen. All right, I hope that helps for those of you that have asked that question, and for those of you that may be thinking about that same question. All right, everybody, take care. God bless.